Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. That's Talitha. I'm Travis. It's Friday, and that means it's time for Friday Night SmackDown.
Yes, it is.
And we're going to have a fun show ahead of us.
Everybody have a great week. I don't know what's happening on SmackDown this time around. Probably nothing. Absolutely nothing is my guess. You guys got any plans this weekend? How is it going out there? Let's see. See what's happening on our stuff here. See if we're available or if we exist or not.
I'm on mine, so we are available. Plus, we have people in the chat. Sophie's in there.
People, we're available. People. All right. Looks like we got Walter with us. Hey, Walter, how's it going? We got Phil out there too. Hey, Phil, how's it going, man? How you doing?
And SmackDown is on. So.
And they're giving us a recap of what happened with Sami Zayn and Brock from last week, of course.
Good stuff.
Nobody else out there knew what happened to Sami Zayn. He got his ass beat again by his best friend, Canadian Bestie.
Go through and find myself.
Anyways, we do have Sophie with us, and of course, Walter and Film.
Old Walter. And Film Nation.
Yes, Walter.
All right, I'm super excited about tonight's show. I have no idea what's going to be going on, but I figured it'll have something to do with Brock and something to do with Roman.
Yes.
Because of last week's this segment.
Yes.
And so we're probably going to see the big dog start the show out, the head of the table, the tribal chief, your tribal chief,
Right.
and confront Walrus Titties, whatever his name is.
Yes, Twinkle Tits.
Yeah.
All right, anyways.
He has a name. Paul Heyman.
As Film says, hey, Misty and Travis, what up? Sorry, I had to deal with something personal in my life, so everything is now good. Glad to hear that, bud. Glad to hear things are going well.
Glad everything
for you.
cleared up in 2 days. That
right.
sucks. That kind of stuff sucks.
Yeah. Sophie says, I thought you guys took a day off tonight because there was no notification until 2 minutes ago.
That's how it is. Like, I'm going to see if these help with our algorithm stuff. Try to do it for the rest of the year, probably. So we'll just go live right at the time.
Right.
Instead of the whole, you know, wait ahead.
So when you do the, like, pre-show thing, or, like, you know, like, we're going to be doing one later.
Yeah, I don't.
Does it send them a notification when you do that or something?
Yeah, I get one, both ways.
I
But I just want to see if this helped better.
Yeah, I don't have notifications turned on because I don't care. Sophie says, why am I the only one in here? I don't know.
You're not?
Not anymore. Let's see. Sophie also says, Travis was kind of right with his predictions about the ratings for Dynamite this past Wednesday.
Yeah, they were lower than 1 million, but they were higher than I thought. So.
Yeah. Walter says Roman Reigns returns tonight, and Phil says doing very well, Misty. SmackDown tonight. Walter says AEW Rampage later at 10 p.m. Yeah, I think that does happen tonight, Walter. So, has anybody got plans, got Christmas parties, or anything like that before Christmas next week? We are a week away from Christmas, literally. 7 days away from El Christmas. Anyways, Sophie's like, wait till everybody have the same reactions when Sami Zayn resigns with the WWE like they did when Owens resigns with the WWE.
Right, so he did, right? I mean, that's the rumors in the back that he did sign his contract, so he's staying around. His was supposed to end in the fall, but they tacked some time on because of an injury. And it looks like he's staying as well. So that's just what the rumor is in the back.
Yeah, have not gotten clarification from WWE yet.
Oh, it's boss time. Is it boss time?
It looks like it is. Everybody in the audience wants it to be.
It's boss time. Look at my boss. It's a unicorn.
An angry-ass unicorn.
It's my favorite one. It's a unicorn. There she is.
It's the angry unicorn.
Just drip and sex appeal.
Let's see. Walter says Jeff Hardy is now doing concerts.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Is he a guitar player? What is he?
I didn't even
Singing?
know he did music.
Does he rap? What's he do? He looks like a rapper.
He does. Anyway, Film says, anyways, I'm ready to see some beautiful women wrestle.
Well,
yeah.
Here they are.
Alita says, hey, and Walter says, Sasha Banks, boo. Oh, what, Walter? Why are we booing Sasha? She's a good guy.
She's a baby face.
She's a baby face good guy. I thought you loved her.
Is it her and Tony Storm as a team?
Yes. Because they were all huggy, kissy, kissy last week.
Yeah, so who are they wrestling? Charlotte and somebody else? Charlotte can't team up with anybody.
Charlotte would only be able to team up with herself. Shotzi.
Oh, Shotzi!
Huh? We're gonna see.
Is
some
this
Shotzi.
new? I don't remember this music. Is this what she wrote her tank out to?
I don't know, but
I'm glad that Shotzi's back on television. It's time.
She hasn't been around for the last couple of months.
Looking piff.
Looking all piffy.
She looks like she reminds me of a taxi, and I'm not sure why.
Oh, she's teaming up with Charlotte?
That's not going to work out very
what?
well. Here comes Char.
To go badly.
Old Charlotte.
Very badly. Film says, AK also ready to see some beautiful women's armpits. Well, you better be watching right this second, Film, because
now
you've got beautiful armpits everywhere. Thomas is in the chat. Hey, Thomas.
Hey, Thomas.
Says, hey, guys, what's up? And I'm working next week, but I am building up to my birthday in 2 weeks. Building up to your birthday?
Is that like a tolerance?
How does one build up to your birthday? Like you're like preparing yourself to tack on that extra year? Or you're drinking more until your birthday so that you have a tolerance of a lot more when your birthday comes, so when people want to buy you drinks, you can still drink them.
You're not passed out drunk from shots. Look, so she's got shoulder spikes too. Becky had shoulder spikes.
She did have some crazy shoulder things, and she now has crazy shoulder. But it's black, so it's her favorite.
Like her outfit?
The black outfit.
Yeah, hopefully she starts wearing that.
Black outfit she's wearing this time. Or if it's
I was listening to this Indian guru, and he was talking about you only wear black around energy that you want to absorb.
Nice.
Because a lot of people wear black when they're trying to look thinner. And it's not necessarily good if you're around people that you don't want to absorb their energy.
True. I could see that because like it takes in all
of that yellow and black one. It's a little bit different than the...
She's going to fall out of that one.
That's fine.
Her
She don't have anything to fall out anymore.
It's just... But she's got it pretty tight, so it's going to just... Why is Storm crying? Seriously?
She's a new crybaby.
God damn! Anyways,
don't do that to us, Tony.
Sasha and Vindicator's like, hey, Delita, how's it going? Hey, there is a guy in a cap sitting next to you. Did you notice? I did.
Is it a creep?
It's a creeper. A little creeper over here. You know, Minecraft creeper. Film says, let's go Christmas.
All right.
Film also says, I highly doubt it that Sami Zayn's going to leave WWE. Exactly.
It looks like he's
how many people really would seriously think that?
If he has the opportunity to stay, he's going to. I don't think the other two really had that opportunity.
Yeah. Vindicator says, are you guys happy it's boss time in the hometown of one Philip Jack Brooks? They're in Chicago. Chicago. Just kidding. Philip says, I am 100% sure it will be Kevin Owens leaving WWE, but I could be wrong. He is not.
Kevin Owens signed a long-term deal, 3 years, around $2 to $3 million contract.
Film, he's there for the long run.
It's done. He's signed a deal. It's over.
He's not going anywhere. He'll probably retire from there. Sophie says it is interesting that 2 out of the 4 people that were going to have their contracts expired re-signed and the other 2 didn't.
Fact.
Walter's like, Charlotte Flair, okay. Film's like, yes. Alita's like, if it wasn't for Sasha, I would turn.
I would turn the channel.
Yes. So Walter's like, Flair and Shotzi for the win. Ooh, Walter's going for the bad guys. That's
all right,
new.
Shotzi. And so, Tony looks 11 times better in shorts than she does in pants.
Yes.
Maybe
it makes it so that so pants make her look very thick in her thighs and hip area,
right?
Where the shorts actually don't.
Yeah, she looks like a totally different person.
So it looks better because of her shorts, even when she wears them a little bit weird, but it does. That's the only reason why. And it depends on what pants she wears, because if she wears those stonewashed ones that she likes to wear, they will make you look thick as fuck.
Right.
Because that's the look. They're hideous.
She looking like she can pull a Jeep out of a ditch.
80s pants.
Here comes Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Char and the boss.
Film says if the armpit boss Sasha Banks, yes. And the film says yes, you go.
Look at him locking up like 2 cows right in the center of the ring.
Heifers.
Well, you gotta say cow because 2 bulls are men.
They're a bunch of heifers.
I feel like that's derogatory or something towards women, but it's not, because I'm just trying to say they're bulls. Like that's what you say against dudes. So they're 2 cows.
There's just a bunch of heifers.
Oh, rolls her up. Sasha's got her too.
There's a bunch of bitches.
So Sasha did pin Becky Lynch at a house show the other day.
Nice.
So Becky Lynch has lost a match. It was a 4-way match. I don't know if it was a fatal 4-way or a tag team.
To somebody on a different brand. That's always a plus.
Yeah. Sasha and Bianca.
Walter's like 8 more days until Christmas. Alita's like not winning. Sophie says with Owens and Zayn re-signing, do you see Johnny Gargano and Kyle re-sign with the WWE whenever they are ready to make a decision?
I know a lot of people are really interested in that. I don't care about either of them so much that it's hard for me to even make an opinion about it because I would rather them not be on TV,
right? Like anywhere.
Go to New Japan or something, and or what's the other one, the Ring of Honor or something, if that's even around, or Impact. But yeah, I mean I have a feeling that maybe one of the two or both of them will sign back with WWE. There's just more money,
and they both have babies on the way, don't they? Doesn't
Johnny
Kyle
does.
O'Reilly?
I don't know. I don't.
Johnny Gargano
about
definitely
Kyle
has
O'Reilly.
a baby almost here, so.
But I do know that WWE, especially with this commercial, I can say this, but with WWE, they give you an offer before your contract expires.
Oh, right, yeah.
Right? They'll say like, hey, we'll give you $1 million a year or something, right? And that's what they did to Kevin. They said, hey, I'm going to give you $1 million a year.
Right.
And then Kevin goes, okay, now I have to choose before my contract comes out. But I can't talk to any other company because if I do, that's tampering. And and trust me, WWE would prosecute. They would know. They would go after it hardcore. So they can't tamper, right? They can't do anything. So Kevin Owens has 2 choices. He can let his contract expire. It's over now. He's signed. So this isn't fake news. I'm just saying possibilities. So he can sign. He could sign a deal. Or he can wait for his contract to expire. If he waits for his contract to expire, he goes to another organization and says, and then they go, okay, we'll give you $350,000. And he goes, okay, well, WWE is offering me $1 million. Goes to WWE and says, okay, I'm ready to sign. They say, okay, here's your contract for $400,000.
Right.
And that's probably what they did with O'Reilly and Gargano, is they gave him an offer. They refused it. Now they're going to go looking for greener pastures. If they can't find those, if AEW isn't going to pay them the money that they're looking for, they're going to come back to WWE, and WWE is just going to give them a few dollars more than they would have made in AEW. So it's called strong arming.
Right.
Right? And it's contract negotiations like 101. Give them an offer. If they want to walk, let them. And then when they come back, give them what they need. Give them $2 more than the other guy. Anyways, that's how you get it done.
All right, quick trivia question here. Who was the host of The Flower Shop?
I don't know. No, I don't know this one.
Right. Thomas says, nope, just waiting to see if can go out for it or if we're back in lockdown. And pretty sure you'll be able to go out. Sophie says, wow, a match to open SmackDown.
Where
that
are you
rarely
at?
happens. He's in the UK. Thomas is in.
Yeah, they're locking everything down again. That Omicron or whatever it's called is all like it's bigger than Delta now.
Oh,
in the UK.
They're making it bigger than it is. That's really good of them. They're so fucking dumb.
But I don't know what he's talking about going to.
His birthday party.
Oh!
He'll be able to go out for his birthday.
Yeah, I think you'll be okay within the next 2 weeks. Hopefully, you'll be okay.
Film says armpit boss Sasha Banks. Let's go. Walter says Paul Heyman waiting for Roman Reigns in the back tonight. As Walter says Charles Robinson the ref. Sophie says Kevin Owens said it was a easy decision to resign with the WWE. All the AEW wrestlers thought they wouldn't have made the same offer to Kevin Owens.
There's no way they could afford him. $1 million a year?
No.
That's John Moxley money. They're not paying anybody that.
No. Film says Jeff Hardy's a part of a band. I guess. I don't know, bud.
I did not know.
Alita says yes, and Film says yes, Armpit Queen Charlotte Flair. We love her. I love Sasha and Charlotte. Walter says good wrestling. Commercial time trivia. Got it. Alita. Vindicator says, sorry guys, I never talk much while the women are wrestling. I gotta focus.
Gotta stay focused and do my job.
Film says KO is saying thanks for the update, Misty and Travis. Thomas says, my birthday is on the 31st, so yes, it's overshadowed by the day. Actually, it is not. What you need to do is change the way you look at it and look at it that everybody is partying for your
birthday. Look at this, a double suplex. So Alita's in here.
Yes,
how's she doing?
Yeah, Alita,
how are you doing? Did
you
make it home? I was excited to see. I didn't see on Wednesday.
Yeah, you mentioned that you were going to be going home, and I'm guessing to your new apartment. All the renovations are done. So we want to know if you actually made it home.
Tony Storm's got like those shorts on that, remember the cards where you turned them and they changed colors?
Yes.
That's what her butt does, see?
Yeah. Or like the cars nowadays that have that paint job on them that
don't
do
do
that.
those are hideous.
The cars?
Yeah, that would. No.
So Lori, she got one of those Lincoln MKXs or whatever.
Yeah.
The SUV ones. And in certain light, it looked black, but in other lights, it was like this really deep chocolate brown. Mm-hmm. It just depended on what light was on it. It was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I always wanted a car that was green that looked black at night. But it was green, like when you got under the street lights, it would turn green. Mm-hmm.
But that's the same concept. I mean, I'm not talking that particular color. I'm just saying that particular way it does.
Are you saying her butt's as big as a car?
Yes.
Anyway, Shotzi Blackheart's in there with Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks running shit because she's the boss. Look at her. She's got her Spider-Man gear on. Didn't that come out today?
Maybe.
I think Spider-Man came out today. The multiverse Spider-Man on the way home or whatever it was called. Yeah, so she's dressed in character. She must have went to the premiere in that.
Maybe. She could have. I doubt it, though. It would have been a little cold.
That's what she likes to wear.
It would have
that
been
kind of
cold in
clothes.
Chicago.
She just puts a jacket on.
A long one.
Woo!
Like all the way to her
right across
shoes.
the nipple.
Right across the
Charlotte just whips her.
right
Ric
across
Flair
that
stuff.
nip.
That hurts. You ever been hitting the nipple? It's not fun. Oh!
The answer to that trivia was Adrian Adonis.
Woo! I remember Adrian. Adrian Adonis and Roddy Piper had some amazing rivalries.
No.
All right, Charlotte rolls her up too. Sasha's back's got to be killing her.
Right?
After going to the premiere, waiting outside in that cold weather in that outfit.
And then she got stomped on.
And then getting thrown right into the barricade.
She got thrown into the barricade. Shotzi stomped on her back before she did. Sophie says...
Look at her just wrenching that
But if Johnny
neck.
goes back to the WWE, he has to give up his Twitch channel that he just started, though. No.
I'm sure he'll live.
Film,
And they might just let him keep it. It doesn't matter.
Film says, speaking of AEW, since I missed that live stream, how did that turn out? Oh
It was
God.
all right. So there was a record broke. If ever anybody cares, and I don't know how many people are going to actually care about this, and I don't see it breaking anytime soon. But Daniel Bryan headlined WrestleMania, really headlined, not like some fake halftime headline. He headlined WrestleMania for the title. Then he wrestled in AEW last night for the title in the same calendar year.
Wow.
Nobody else has ever done that. Now, Jericho's held both titles.
Right?
And Daniel has never held both titles. He wrestled for both titles, though.
Did Jon Moxley hold both?
I can't remember if Jon Moxley was ever a world champion or not. I know he's an Intercontinental champion. But, yeah, Moxley maybe, if he held one of the two main titles in WWE. And I could see him holding one at least once. Mm-hmm. Anybody out there, did Jon Moxley or Dean Ambrose ever hold a world championship in WWE?
Pretty sure he did. I think we've had this conversation before in here, and everybody's like, he sure has. Everybody in the Shield has been a champion, a main champion.
I just couldn't remember
at
if he
some
was.
point or not. Anyways, let's see. La-di-da-di-da. Alita says, I'm home. Oh, good. So
Yes.
your house is ready. It's warm, and
Yes.
you're home.
Yes.
Good deal.
Yes.
Sophie says, sometimes money isn't everything. Sometimes it is creative. That's why Adam Cole, Bryan Danielson, Johnny Gargano, and Kyle O'Reilly let their contracts expire.
What do they all have in common?
WWE. They're tiny and
They're
stupid.
They're tiny guys.
They're like little babies.
They're like little 12-year-old boys.
They are like little 12-year-old boys.
Kevin Owens, on the other hand, is a man. He's a grown-up, and he stayed with the company.
He's got a dad bod.
Yeah.
As Walter says, lost. So Walter's like, come on, Shotzi and Flair, win. All right. Who was the host of The Body Shop? Who was the host of The Body Shop?
We're just going through all the shops, aren't we? We're going to do the barbershop next?
Uh-huh. Yes. Sophie says, and they are taping next week's episode of SmackDown right after this.
Yeah, right after this one. We won't get to see it.
Tonight.
It would be cool to do it. Then we could just record ours at the same time, so we just do 6 hours tonight.
It would be 4, but yeah.
You guys, Rampage tonight. We are not going to be doing it, but if you watch Rampage tonight, they're going to tell you about the Owen Hart tournament.
Yeah, they're finally
So
gonna
if
talk
you
about
guys
that.
care about that Owen Hart tournament, there you go. I'm not sure if anybody in AEW knew Owen Hart. Maybe Sting?
Like, personally?
Yeah, like, actually knew him.
I'm sure some of the other guys might have. Iron And all the old guys might have not like worked with him, but knew him.
Yeah, probably
just
knew
because
of
they were
him.
in the same
Company
doesn't mean you don't know the other wrestlers.
Right, they weren't. Iron wasn't in the company when Owen was there, but
right.
Rick would have been, but he's not there. I'm trying to think. Totally,
she wore a red dress. Oh yeah, is that what she wore to the premiere of Spider-Man? Vindicator's like, I might go watch Spider-Man tomorrow for all the hype. It better be worth my $13. That's only if you don't get snacks. If you get popcorn and stuff,
that's a $50 ticket, homie.
It costs you like $30 to go to the movies.
Yeah. Back in my day, it cost a quarter. No, just kidding. But we were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
A quarter could get you movies and snacks and a date and everything.
Yeah.
Gas to get there.
Right. Walter says January 2022 AEW is moving to TBS January 5th. Walter,
Woo!
January 5th.
Back on TBS, the Superstation. Do they still call it that?
Maybe. Sophie says Christian Cage competed in WWE, AEW, and Impact pay-per-views on one calendar year as well.
That is pretty cool.
Film says smash a like on this amazing live stream. Thumbs up.
Yeah, smash it.
Yeah.
Don't break your computer.
We don't have Ravi with us, though. He must be dead.
Don't use a hammer or any blunt instrument. Just do it with your finger.
Alita says yes, and Walter says Dean Ambrose won a tag title and the U.S. title. Vindicator's like, OMG, too many freaking commercial breaks. It's bad enough I have to sit through the Spawn to see 3 of my favorite wrestlers. That's the way it goes, my friend.
See, he'll do it for 3. If it was just one of the other ones, he'd be like, I can't watch her. But since there's 3 of them, he's like, fucking bitch.
If I squint just right and put my head right here, I can't see the fucking cow.
He's just like this. Oh, it's a moonsault.
Well, I think you might only have to use one finger. She's gotten kind of really thin enough that you can only use one.
Got her boobs lopped off.
Anyways, Sophie says AEW is going to do 2 Owen Hart Cup tournaments, one with the men and the second for the women.
Hey, head of the table. Ugly Christmas sweater.
Ugly Christmas sweater. Anyways, the answer to that trivia question was Jesse the Body Ventura, which makes total sense.
Yeah, because he's the body.
Yeah, why wouldn't he be the head?
All right, Charlotte having a difficult time with Tony. Tony looks fantastic in there, by the way. I'm not usually favorable of her, but she does look great.
Thumb says, I have to go, you guys. My phone's about to die, and it might not have enough time to charge it. So I'll catch you guys on Monday. Peace out.
All right, we'll
Bye,
see you on Monday.
Have a good
weekend. Be safe.
Take care. Have a good time.
8 days to Christ Mass.
Make good choices.
If you're into that. Big boot. Oh, Sasha moves. Backstabber. She's waiting way too long. Oh, Charlotte flips her over.
She's like, let go of my wig.
Back around, down.
She's like,
whoa, Sasha, crossbody-ish type move.
Charlotte's like, kicks out in 1. It took Charlotte 2 counts to kick out. Anyways, Sophie says Dean Ambrose won the WWE Championship a few times.
There it is.
And I know we've talked about it before.
So Jericho, Ambrose. So basically everybody but Omega's had it 12. Oh, wait, no. I forgot Daniel didn't win it. Never mind.
Daniel's stupid.
It's the Adam Page.
Vindicator says Drew McIntyre is becoming the new Bliss playing with dolls. Yeah. Was he playing with dolls? I didn't see him with dolls.
I'd pick up
Drew McIntyre's playing with dolls?
Sasha.
What are you talking about? Thomas says the answer. Sophie says the next couple weekends going to be wrestling heavy with SmackDown on Christmas Eve, Rampage on Christmas night, and Day 1 on New Year's Day. Walter's like, yes, got it. And Vindicator's like, hello, Travis. It's like when you do a vision test and they tell you read letters with one eye covered.
Right. But now you'd have a hard time because they're slobbering on each other in the middle of the ring.
I don't know.
Charlotte just kicked her.
Yeah, you can kind of do
I'd have to do it closer.
To use 3. Oh, there you go. Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
I could totally do it.
So strange.
That's so funny. I can at least block her face out.
Wow, that's so weird. Like, Sasha's just out there wrestling with herself. It's like creepy.
It's John Cena. She's wrestling John Cena.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
How'd that happen?
Charlotte brain first into the canvas.
She's like, I don't have a brain. Alita says Char yelled out crossbody. Walter's like, I'm not going to Day 1 in Atlanta, Georgia.
Tony tagged in. Charlotte's gonna get pinned.
Whoa.
Look at Storm is legal. Charlotte's gonna get pinned right here. Look at. She doesn't know. She's unaware. The crowd's going, well, the fake crowd's going nuts. That sounded not real. Oh, Charlotte kicked out. Son of a biatch.
How dare she?
Hey, there's a referee in the crowd. I want to wear my referee shirt in the crowd. That's actually pretty funny.
A WWE referee.
That's pretty funny. He should roll in the ring and then get kicked out. It'd be worth it, though.
Sophie says, people backstage in the WWE keep saying that AEW isn't competition. Randy Paula is in the chat, though. Yo, what's up? Not much, Randy. How's it going, man?
Randy, good to see you on this Friday.
Going?
8 days till holiday in America.
I think they celebrate Christmas in the UK. He's in Scotland.
That's fine. I just don't know what religion people are.
Walter says it's sold out. That's why. Oh, Walter, bummer. You can't go because they're sold out. Those
Charlotte
bitches.
Going all the way up top. Here comes that moonsault. Now watch. She's going to miss and do a roll through and then a backflip. See? Oh, but Toad got her knees up. Hit Charlotte right in the face. Charlotte's done. Woo. She got her. Charlotte's been pinned. Charlotte's been pinned. Charlotte has been pinned.
Oh, my God. Seriously.
Get excited.
Freak. I'm going to have a bruise. You hit me hard. Right there. In my arm. Jerk.
Hey, look. It's Animal in the crowd. That little boy was dressed as Animal.
Is she going to cry about it, too? Can't wait till she cries.
Yep, this is as biggest upset as Amanda Nunes losing.
I don't really feel that it is.
It is.
Is it, though?
Same level. So. But Charlotte gets to keep her title. Toni Storm has done it. She has beat the unbeatable. Does that mean that Liv's going to beat the unbeatable on the other side?
I don't know.
Oh, Shotzi's got to be pissed at her partner. Loser. Oh, that's a pretty cool crown. Or not crown, but seat. Throne.
I was going to say, that crown is hideous.
Xavier Woods has a new chair.
Thomas says, bet they haven't sold out again in a WWE show.
I want that chair. We should try to find one of those. I don't even think you'd have to get it made. That thing's sick.
You're so weird.
So I had one like that, not kidding. It didn't have a back quite that big, but I remember the wood. They painted that with silver paint.
I'm sure they did.
But I've seen those. Obviously, my upholstery was like weird, like that back of that. It was that old wood. You know what I mean? Like that old, ugly, like peaches and pears.
So that was the kind of chairs, only they wouldn't have had such a big back, that I wanted to get for our show.
I thought you were beating on your buttocks.
They're called wingback chairs. Is what that's called.
Yeah, if a normal-sized human was sitting in that chair, his head would probably fit in it, but Woods isn't that big.
When you have a midget, it's just weird.
It's like Tyrion Lannister if he ever took over the Empire.
Mm-hmm. Randy says, yes, good as it can be. Yes, totally understand that. Sophie says, is this what the fourth or fifth time Chicago has some sort of wrestling event? Yeah, they must
Chicago has wrestling all the time. It's fine.
Walter says, Travis said the B word.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Biatch.
Vindicator's like, this women's match lasting half as long as Danny McDaniel B. Danielson match with the Cowboy. So happy Storm and Sasha won. Randy Paula says, bring back the Thunderdome. Alita says, Storm pinned. Walter says, boo, Banks and Storm. Sophie says, Toni Storm versus Charlotte at day 1, maybe.
Raid. It's for bugs.
I know.
Bug killer.
I was like, it's cockroach spray. Spray him, somebody pray.
Hey, there's a Santa Claus. Santa Claus is in the audience.
What the fuck is he doing?
He's
He's working?
If you come up and down and see, you see him good right there.
I saw him.
Did you get up? Good view. There's a cowboy in the audience right there. A purple cowboy.
All kinds of weird people.
We got a referee. We got a cowboy. We got Santa. Santa can't be missed. The aisle is 5 people. That's it.
They're little squish.
There's 2 on this side and 2 on this side. Raid.
They're like, we got a squish right there.
Raid. Sorry. Shanky and Jinder Mahal going up against Raid.
The fucking Raiders. Anyways, let's see. Sophie said Toni Storm versus Charlotte at day 1, maybe. Walter says New Day rocks.
Of course it's Toni Storm versus Charlotte at day 1.
Who else would it be?
Like, who else have they even hinted at building towards?
Right? Walter's like, New Day rocks. Randy says the Usos BS the New Day. We never seen this before. Pissing myself laughing.
You're going to see it tonight, and then you're going to see it again on day 1.
Yes. Yes, the versus them. Sophie says, imagine if that women's match lasts the entire hour like the Bryan Danielson and Paige match.
Wouldn't that be funny if they put their women up against the men of AEW and they got higher ratings?
Randy says WWE is getting boring now. Walter says Usos boo. Walter said, okay, at 9 p.m. I'm going on Monday. I will be here for Raw.
Who just said the blasphemy about Randy Orton?
Who said blasphemy about Randy?
I thought they said Randy's getting boring now or something.
No, Randy said
Randy.
WWE is getting boring now. God, listen with your ears, not your face. Here's a trivia question for you.
Face, listen.
Don't do this when I'm talking of chat.
Okay, so don't talk?
When I'm saying chat, yeah, because you don't listen anyways. Anyways, here's a trivia question. Whom did John Cena defeat to win his first WWE championship?
I know this one.
Good. Hopefully everybody else does.
They do.
Let's see. Randy says the Vikings don't mention the war experience Raiders is on. Alita says, love it.
Oh, War
Sophie
Raiders.
says there are a lot of free agents that could go to the WWE, AEW, and Impact if they wanted to. Alita says, not going. Randy says, no, WWE would just bury new talent.
So if anybody knows anything about Aleister Black when he was wrestling independently or whatever, his guy that he blew the black mist in on Wednesday, his face, remember the guy who was laying down and he had a cloak over his head and he blew mist in his face?
Okay.
And he started bleeding?
I think so.
That is possibly his tag team partner that he had for like 2 years in Ring of Honor before he had signed with WWE. So it looks like they're putting that tag team back together. He baptized him in that black.
For the Malachi Black.
Right, but I don't know the guy's name. So if you guys are familiar with Malachi or Aleister or whatever you want to call him, Black before WWE days, his tag team partner is the guy that was in the thing. But it looks like he signed a contract with AEW.
Oh, okay. Anyways, we have Mick Thomason in the chat.
Mick
Hey, Mick.
Thomason.
How's it going?
Thanks for joining us.
Being with us.
Thanks for subscribing.
Subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. Of course, join in the chat. He says, is Tony Tired new SmackDown Women's Champion?
It could happen. I hope it does.
Sophie says, with Kevin Owens resigning, the
Just
outcome to that fatal 4-way match at Day 1 became more unpredictable. Walter says, if Ring of Honor next year closes free, close free agents, wrestler, AEW, and Impact in New Japan. If Ring of Honor next year closes.
Yeah, so like, so what did they do? Just close, let everybody go, and then they're going to re-sign everybody and kind of do it like Lucha Libre did, or whatever it was called, where they wrestled part-time. Whenever they ran out of money, they stopped.
Oh. Sophie says the WWE and Kevin Owens has been in contract talks the past couple of weeks. As Randy says, silly as well. Sophie says Ring of Honor started the same year as Impact in 2002. And Randy says, right, I will see you on Monday. Good night, all, and God bless. Thank you, Randy, for stopping in and hanging out with us for a minute. I know life is can be crazy and stuff, but hang in there, man, and have a good weekend, and hopefully we'll see you on Monday.
His name's Brody King.
Brody King?
Is that right? How am I say it?
Yeah, Brody.
Brody King. Ooh, Xia Li made her debut last week. Are we going to see her in action tonight? They're not going to do two women's matches back-to-back, though, are they?
No.
But I would like to see her get a match, but maybe they won't do that on this show, but next week they possibly could.
Yeah.
Even though it's tonight.
Right. Sophie says with Ring of Honor being on hiatus, I wonder what the champions are going to do with their championships. Keep them.
Just hang out with them. Sleep with them. Do whatever. That's what I do.
She did not do this
And
face.
Natalia, what is that face all about? She's got a pouty puss. I'm looking at somebody that looks like her nipples are about ready to pop out of her top. They always give the new girls to her because she trains them in NXT.
Mm-hmm. The
audacity.
Vicious. Quick quickly, guys, the answer to the trivia was John Bradshaw Layfield or JBL.
I did see some JBLs out there.
Lots of JBLs. All the JBLs.
I didn't even hear the question, so.
You said you knew it.
Oh. Oh, that he won his first title from?
Yes.
I thought it was freaking Kurt Angle.
See?
I was way off. My bad. I thought Kurt Angle was the guy and he came out.
Those people are getting a selfie done. They're like, hey, take our picture. Oh, look. Ah, how sweet. Look, we're at WWE. What kind of fucking shirt is he wearing? It looks like it got...
You look comfortable in that date.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
look comfortable.
That commercial just came to mind when I saw a shirt. I was like, does you need to wash your clothes?
McAfee forgot to wear fabric softener or whatever.
Whatever. It's Woolite. He forgot to wash his clothes.
Kevin Owens, Big E, Seth Rollins. That's going to be fantastic.
Alita's like, revamp ROH, right? Revamp them. Just take them and redo them.
I feel like all they need to do is just get on a network. Get on a network and you're going to go big, right? AEW wouldn't be anything if it was on Sportsman's Warehouse channel or whatever. Like wherever Impact is.
Right? Like
get on a bigger network.
What shit is it on? Sophie says, when Ring of Honor announced their hiatus, they didn't say what that means for their champions and championships. Those bastards.
I hate how they change the rules in the middle of something. If you have rules, you keep the rules till the end. Because what it does is it opens the door for rules to change again. It's like my fantasy baseball stuff, fantasy football, whatever. When I make a league, those rules can never be changed. I don't care if they vote 12-1.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I have them agreed to before we start the season, right?
Right.
But once we start, there's no rule changes because what it does, then somebody's like, well, I don't like that. Why don't you add saves instead of holds or something? Or why don't you add holds and saves? And it's like, why don't we just put them together as holds and saves? You know, but by doing the one thing, now it's opened up. Well, let's use on-base percentage instead of home runs. Let's do slugging percentage. Let's do on-base plus slugging. It's like, dude.
Right.
Let's just do your standard 5x5. But anyways, don't change rules during a match, Sonya.
Witch. Just kidding. Walter says Natalia turned heel a little bit. Alita says she's the boat. And Walter's like, yes, got it. And Mick Thomason says, who is the Undertaker win his first WWF title? Don't know.
Hogan? I have no idea.
Sophie says Natalia is like the Big Show and Mark Henry with all these face heel turns. Like, this is like her 10th heel turn. Okay, so she has to if the person that she's up against is going to be a face.
Right.
So she has to be the bad guy and somehow, hopefully, make the other person look good.
Yeah, she looks, she works with those girls all the time. She's one of their trainers down there, and so she has to work with them in the ring. Mm-hmm. And they want to give her the best shot, and Natalia's going to make her look the best.
Baptized like day one in Atlanta. Yeah, day one is going to be in Atlanta. I heard that you and Walter are not going to it, though. Sophie says the Briscoes brothers are rumored to sign with AEW, and they are the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions.
Well, there you go.
All the rumors, don't believe them.
I'll see it, and then I'll believe it. There's China. They have a picture of China. Like a drawing.
Poster drawing of her. Mm-hmm.
Jinder Mahal's a big dude. That's what champions look like right there. That's a prototypical champion.
This is up next.
They're going to commercial again? They even have a match in between the two commercials?
No. They just had people come out and they talked something about something. Thomas says Matt Cardona is challenging for both NWA and Impact titles. Cool. Nice. So it's like, didn't Natalya have the same storyline for years?
Who is the NWA's champion now? It's not that same guy, is it? That was champion forever, like Nick Caldanis or whatever his name is. Actually, I like NWA. I just never get around to watching it.
Here is a trivia question for you. Kalisto upset Braun Strowman on Raw in 2017 to win what kind of a match?
Who? Woo.
Indicator says, so weird they broke up gender bodyguards to give one of them a solo push, but not the other. Too often you can't make sense of their management decisions. And, it probably was potential. It was probably how he looked or what he did in the ring, how he looked when he wrestled.
Right. He is a beast. Where Veer couldn't, he's not good.
Veer is
he's like one. A Moss, right? Like, he's not going to be out there by himself. Or
Veer is the one.
Shanky
is who he's
Veer is obviously a beast.
Yeah.
I think he can do it all on his own. If they let him wrestle like he should, which means he's going to just hurt people. He's like a Bray Wyatt type.
Right. Alita says, gender. Alita says, I got tickets. You did? You got tickets to day one, huh? Crazy. But you ain't going? So you got tickets, but you're not going? That's weird.
Scalp them. Pay rent for like 2 months.
So he says Matt Cardona was on AEW television for a while before he decided to sign with Impact.
Right. Woo, woo, woo!
Thomas says Trevor Murdoch is NWA champion and Moose is the Impact champion.
That's right. I forgot Trevor Murdoch was their champion. I just remember Dick Murdoch. That must be his dad or grandpa or something.
Right. Sophie says AEW is like a mini NXT reunion with most of the roster that they have that were part of NXT at one point in their career.
They're playing each other and they're complaining to each other about the noise. So they're both playing, but they don't know their neighbors.
Because they're Oculus. Whatever.
And they're just having a gale time, and then they hear it like, hey, keep it down over there. You keep it down. They're playing each other. And then they're like, my neighbor's so annoying. Oh, I hear you. Mine is too.
They're going to be best friends later. P-Cola's in the chat, though. Hey, P-Cola, nice to see you, man.
P-Cola!
Says gender, fender, blender, kinder, tinder. Say that 5 times fast.
No.
Gender, fender, blender, kinder, tinder. 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 Yay. As Alita says, can't go now. Well, you better sell those tickets to somebody who can. Just kidding. Sophie says, I'm surprised at how many free agents decide to go to Impact instead of going to AEW or WWE.
There might just not be any money out there for those guys.
Maybe
that might
they're
be
not
why.
what they're looking for.
And
You
Impact,
don't know. Maybe they did put a resume in. They got denied. You don't fucking know. You don't fucking know. Do you call them? Do you talk to them at home?
I do.
Do you write letters to them and
I
shit?
do. We correspondence.
Like, fuck.
My correspondence letters to...
Correspondence letters! Ayla's in the chat. Hey, Ayla, what's up? Pico's like,
Big
Finder.
boot.
Yeah, Finder. Oh, I thought it was Fender. Sorry, Finder. That doesn't make any sense. You should put it Fender. Because that makes better sense. Because it's gender, Fender. So you should change it to an E for Fender. Sorry, Finder. I can say something else really fast, and it's quite remarkable. Vindicator says, sorry for this question, guys, but I'm too lazy to look it up right now. But is China bigger than India or vice versa? I'm guessing China. China's way bigger than India in how much land and mass is part of the country. China's way bigger than India.
And China also has a bigger population.
They do
which
have
is
a bigger
probably
population.
what you're asking, but not lots.
But not very much. They're almost neck and neck with their populations. But India is so much smaller. It's so compact with their, with how much of their population.
I like looking at their power grid pictures. It always.
I know, right?
Gets me going. I'm like,
it's crazy. You're just like, holy shit.
Oh!
The answer to that trivia question was dumpster match. If you guessed dumpster match, you got it. Good job, bud. Good job.
It's like my life, a dumpster fire.
Dumpster fire. Pickle says Matt Riddle is my pen pal. His letters smell like hemp. Sophie says, poor Jinder. They were going to put him in a feud with Hit Row before the WWE released him. I think he's better off. I think it would have been a dumb fucking thing to
Yeah,
put
they
in.
probably would have had him lose.
Vindicator says everything is A-A-OK. Now the Ayla has descended upon us.
Ayla is here.
Ayla.
We should buy some meat from them for...
Picola, you know what? I think that people should be pen pals. You know what? I miss that. It was very sad when Travis's grandma passed away because when she would go to Yuma, I would write her letters. I never expected a letter back from her because she couldn't write them.
She's too shaky.
But
Like
I
shaky.
miss writing actual letters and sending them in the mail to people. I really do.
She wants to send her DNA on the letter, like lick the thing.
What difference does it make? My DNAs are already in the system and everybody has it. All it takes is them to go
It's
to
a
fucking
joke.
Ancestry.com, Ancestry, and go, we need her fucking DNA because she might have committed a crime. Can't commit crimes now. They have my DNA on file. God damn it.
It's some guy in his basement
I should have thought about that before.
in Utah because you're gonna all of a sudden start putting your DNA on a
I'm
crime.
going to be putting my DNA everywhere to commit my crimes.
She'll be the lipstick killer.
It was like, I'd love to, but probably not a good idea. What? You don't want to be a...
Boom! Right down on
people?
top of him.
Come on. He's harmless.
Ibar.
Vindicator
homeless?
says, okay, good to know. I was in the ballpark on that. So Xia Li might be a bigger star than Jinder to tap into that Asian market.
Yes, if they do it right, it'll work.
Depends on how big they are about wrestling in China. Because in India, they are huge fans.
Right.
Like huge, huge fans. They love
But
wrestling.
there has been no Chinese wrestler to open the doors.
True.
Maybe she's that one.
Maybe. And I'm hoping she is.
Because in India, they had, what's his name? The big 7-footer.
Kali?
Yeah, the Great Khali. You know, and that kind of opened doors for people.
Mm-hmm. Thomas says, I was proud when Jinder won the WWE title. You should be. I mean, I think that's great. And he's a good... There's nothing wrong with him being a champion. He makes
Now,
a great
is this
champion.
guy the
Why not?
former minor league pitcher, or is the other guy the former minor league pitcher?
Shanky?
Yeah.
I don't know.
One of the two were a former minor league pitcher.
Ah.
They were drafted by Tampa Bay, I believe.
I remember them saying something about that when
Yeah.
they first introduced him.
Throw a 100
look,
mile an
he
hour
threw him over
fastball.
like he was a
Oh, more up top!
This is terrifying.
I got it!
He got him. He attacked
1,
Shanky.
2, 3. Shaky's been pinned. Shaky's been pinned.
The Viking threw himself from the top rope down upon that man and got him.
The Raiders. Mr. Richter just called Chicago.
Who's that?
The Richter scale.
Oh! Is he making a joke about
Yeah.
how big he is?
Yeah,
Dude.
do drop joke.
That is not politically correct.
You could do that with men.
So if he's like Jinder and Drew, yes.
With
Our
Wardlow.
stuff is all paused. I don't know why. Oh, it disconnected. It's reconnected.
Yeah, it
That's
is
why.
what it is.
OBS Studio is stupid. It's like...
It
I
is Stu
Oh,
Pindus.
look, I connected.
We have reconnected.
successfully.
We're
I'm
back
stupid. My name is
on
OBS
parole. I ain't changed nothing because I'm ready to roll. Happy talk.
Studio. It was like Jordan would get weird about it. What do you know? Pico's like, oh yeah, I'm not being serious.
Okay,
It
we're
was
back.
like liar, haha. It'd be fun.
We're back.
Sophie says, isn't Saudi Arabia years behind on the wrestling since the prince keeps asking for retired or dead wrestlers?
Right? He wants the big old Samoans. Like, they don't live very long, sir. Yokozuna, he's dead.
He's been dead.
Can you hire another one? Vince is like, okay. So he just brought some wrestler nobody's ever seen a big sumo just so the Saudis could watch it.
That's funny.
Watch the person.
Here's a trivia question real quick. Who ended Undertaker's WrestleMania streak?
What the
Come on. They have to have easy ones sometimes.
I guess. Here's a bone.
Alita's like just enough to trade for one Falcon ticket. Oh, yeah? Getting enough just to trade for a Falcon
What
ticket? That's the best way to do it, I
If they were in the Super Bowl, maybe. I wouldn't trade it for just a normal Falcon ticket.
Oh, WWE ticket. Vindicator says if Veer is the former baseball player. So Veer the one that's
Yes.
a single wrestler.
The one that
now.
looks more athletic.
Pico says, are they Vikings or are they Raiders? I'm confused.
I would have loved to see that dude in freaking Major League Baseball. Can you imagine he throws a fastball and hits you and you charge him?
I doubt he was that big in baseball.
He
you
would
weirdo.
just laugh at
There's
you.
no way he was that big.
Although some of those boys are pretty big, like Mike Trout or some come running at him, but he's still going to knock him down.
They're so weird. Vindicator's like, no, too many fat guys on WWE roster other than Veer, Ibar, Owens, and Otis. Veer isn't fat, though. He's not.
Yeah, Veer's a different guy. I don't feel like he's fat.
Thick. He's stocky thick, but taller. I mean, he's not tall, but he's not fat.
He's not a fat guy. I wouldn't look at him and say he's fat.
Yeah. I wouldn't say that he's a chunky monk. So it was like, what is going on with the stream? It was lagging.
Yeah, it broke.
Yeah, our
It's back.
Our streaming stuff that we use disconnected and reconnected, so, deal with it. Mick Thomason says, are you, like, in the shower right now? Totally. We're, like, totally in the shower
I try to
right
take
now.
showers and stuff.
When I'm doing my stream, I usually take a shower during it.
Right, sponge bath, whatever works.
Horse bath, whatnot. It was like, yes, aren't you in the shower? Exactly, right? I mean, come on. Runs, showers. Don't we all do that? 5 seconds for each one. It works. As Walter says, the Viking Raiders won good match. As Walter says, hey, Ayla. And Ayla says, hi, Walter. And Peacock's like, OMG, that was totally King Kong Bundy, right? There you go. You got it right. So it was like Netflix movie based on Vince McMahon's life is coming sometime next year.
That'll be interesting. I wonder how they're going to show us Hogan. Who's going to be Hogan? I wonder if it'll be Thor, if he'll keep his body for that, too. Because Thor's had to he's like been bulking. To
play Hulk Hogan in a movie? When's that supposed to come out?
I don't know.
How long has he been doing it
when
for?
He gets
like 5
big enough?
Years? And Vindicator says, Ayla low-key showing off some of her flirting skills disguised as innocent inquiries. LOL.
I want to see how he could even pull it off. He's going to have to be an amazing actor to pull off Hogan. Like, Hogan was on another level. He'd get up there and he'd be like, these pythons, and he'd be flexing. Arms are that big. I was listening to Jake the Snake, and he was talking about how Hogan wouldn't put him over or something, and he had to attack Hogan, and Hogan was talking about how big his arms are and how much bigger they were than mine, as Jake's.
Right.
And he's like, and they weren't. The fuck arms were you looking at, Mr. Jake Roberts? Hogan's arms are still bigger than your whole body.
Right.
Although Jake Roberts is a big guy.
Right.
You can tell he's an old man. He's still bigger than half the roster.
True.
Uh-oh, here it is!
Why does he have his... Wouldn't he have his title with him, though? That's
I
so
don't know.
weird.
Roman doesn't travel with his title.
He makes sure and leaves it with Paul.
No. It's obviously the Brockster.
Hey, he's still wearing his little get-up.
He got his suspenders
He's so cute. Are we abdicated tonight, are we, Paul?
I used to have a jacket like that. That's funny. The little sheepskin and stuff.
Who wouldn't have a jacket like that? Those were the only jackets that my Uncle Fred liked. My mom would get him one every few years because they'd get so gross. So he smoked cigars and never watched anything. He was a bachelor.
Good luck with that.
Anyway, so he had a Levi coat with sheepskin inside of it.
I thought you were somebody else.
The answer to that was Brock Lesnar, who we just saw show up. And of course, poor Paul Heyman was totally taken
again.
He's
in that love triangle right in the center of it.
He has no idea what's happening, but it's happening.
Happy Corbin time.
P. Cole says, when WWF had more fat bodies than muscle men, I think it was quite entertaining. Remember Bastion Booger?
I kind of do. That whole era, they had quite a few. They had Typhoon and Earthquake.
The Usos' dad.
Yeah, Rikishi. That was a little bit later, but yeah.
Sophie says, if AEW wants a war with the WWE, they should move Dynamite to Monday nights to compete against Raw.
Can't. It's just not going to work.
Ayla says, I'm not flirting. Whatever, Biash. You're totally flirting. You're flirting with me. You were thinking that I was in the shower, and I'm not. But, maybe later. I'll send you a selfie.
Can you quit
I'll make sure to send it on
ass?
Snapchat.
Quit sudding your ass.
Can you quit sudsing your ass? Sophie says the Netflix Vince movie, they have been working on it for a while. Walter says Brock Lesnar at SmackDown. Yes, he was at SmackDown. Ayla's like, girls being nice isn't flirting. Me showing my ankle cleavage is flirting.
Yes. Yeah, anything Achilles down. No.
Totally a flirt. Vindicator's like, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Walrus Heyman, and I'm a pompous, butt-kissing stooge.
If you're happy and you know it.
They stole it and they put it in there. That's funny.
It's like the Sorcerer's Stone. Not the Sorcerer's Stone. What is it called? The stone.
Sword,
the Sword of the Stone.
Yes. Walter's like, boo, happy Corbin. Pico says, so anti-vaxxer Kyrie Irving is coming back to basketball.
Okay. More power to him.
Good job. Make choices.
Who is it?
Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie Irving. I didn't know he was gone. I guess he's kind of older now, but.
You know what? I think people should have choices. People should have choices.
Well, why wouldn't you have choices?
But, you know, they're trying to make it so that they can't have a livelihood if they don't make the right choice. So they're literally trying to...
If that dude doesn't have money to live, there's something wrong.
I'm just saying that, you know,
okay.
Whether or not he has money or not, I don't care.
Yeah, he's making like $30 million a year.
If he, you know, got told he couldn't work because of it, then that's dumb. I don't care if he has money or not.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers throwing touchdowns... He ain't getting no vaccination.
Walter says, yes, got it. Sophie says there is a Peacock TV series based on the Tiger King and it's premiering next year. Yeah, but I think isn't Netflix like doing another season of it or something else of it? Anyways, Vindicator says, well, dang. So when you tell guys to look up and stay focused on your eyes while talking with you, they have a long way to go from staring at your ankles.
Right. Gotta wear sunglasses.
Alita's telling us that shirt is 90s.
Yes.
Walter's like, in NFL football, they're changing their schedule.
Yeah, there's going to be games on Tuesday night this week.
Weird.
Yeah, well, it's something to do with COVID. I don't know exactly what, but there's going to be 2 football games on Tuesday night this week.
It has to do with COVID. How? Like they missed some
I
can't
help you there. I just know it's COVID
That's
related.
That's just dumb. Ayla's like, look at my shoulders. They're fire. Oh God.
She turned gay.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
because he wears a kilt. I mean a skirt.
Yes.
I mean a kilt.
Whatever.
Kilt skirt.
Holy crap. Madcap is crazy funny.
I want you to have it. The whole desk?
He's not going to be able to pull it out.
Right. Sophie says Impact tried to compete against WWE. They did their own version of the Monday Night Wars, which only lasted, 3 or 4 months?
Yeah, I don't know. I watched the first episode of it, and that was about it. Hogan was like a goofball. It was just weird. He can't get it out.
Sophie says there are some anti-vaxxers in the WWE as well. I don't really consider that being anti-vax.
I don't think... Are you saying that they've never had any vaccinations at all?
Are you saying that they're pro-choice? Wow, that's weird. I was like, yes, Finn. And Alita says a bargain basement shirt.
Yes. It does look like
Happy
something
Corbin
you would have got
or
from
the other one.
the Desert Industries.
I think they both look like they're bargain basement shirts. Walter's like, okay, bye guys. See you Monday for Raw. Good trivia. Be safe. All right, you too, Walter. Thanks for hanging with us.
They can't get it out.
That's weird. Sophie says, so football is going to be on every night of the week. Now that is too much football, even if you aren't a football fan.
I don't watch it, so it's all the same to me. Is Drew going to be able to pull it out, though? Is he worthy? It's like Thor's hammer.
Vindicator says, Dalitha, when you and Ayla stand next to each other, does the top of her head come up to your shoulders? Yes. I'm pretty sure the top of her head is past my shoulders, but
is
okay.
It?
She's not that short, and I'm not that tall.
I guess,
It's not like I'm a head taller than her. You weirdos. Pico says Tuesdays, well, I imagine they can boot out some TV shows. Not really sure which shows. Ayla's like, I'm Lady Bumps tall compared to Dalitha.
My lady lumps. Oh, Lord.
Oh, God. Sophie says with football on opening night, that will stink for every show out there.
Only for people that watch the football.
Yeah. Like, if they watch football and they don't like it, and they have shows that might be on that, then. Ayla's like, haha, I'm 5'4", she's 7'2", right? So, like 7'2".
God damn, he yells in my ear. I like him, but this whole channel, they pump in the crowd noise and it's so loud.
Right. Russell McIntyre in our chat's like, stop taking my sword. It's family to me.
Oh! Madcap just saved Corbin's life.
He'd have to. Because Drew goes around trying to stab people.
And nobody's put him in jail yet. He hasn't he's not on probation. He's nothing. If the rest of us carried around a sword and swung it at people, we'd go to jail.
We would.
What kind of special privileges he have? Ridiculous.
Ridiculous! So if it's like, any update about this MLB lockout or lockdown or strike or whatever they are calling it?
You know, I haven't paid attention to it because I'm just not interested. I'll start paying attention to it in March.
Right, when it makes a difference.
If there's no spring training, I'm gonna be pretty upset. But whatever.
Ayla's like, turn the channels. She's a tall beesh. Yeah, I'm totally a tall beesh. Russell McIntyre says, "Ooh, muckers, guess what I got?
What is it?
Skjored. Did you
So
get your
what?
skjored? Did you pull it out of the table? You almost had a hard time pulling it out of the table. You almost sliced your own arm off.
This prison shank. Hey, there's Sonya. Looking like she's been doing some work.
You're alive.
She's got like a little hand. See her, the back of her hair's all messed up. They were just making out.
Your lawyer or your doctor?
I love that he got beat up worse last week, and he doesn't
fine.
have anything. But the week
Maybe
before,
he got readjusted because being beat up.
That's true. He could have went to a Cairo.
No. Brock readjusted him, beating him up again. Ah, yes.
Ooh.
Give.
Brock is there.
So he's like, hopefully the strike ends before spring training starts sometime in February.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You know, like, get it dealt with. Let the babies start playing baseball again. Here it is. What the fuck? That's how they're doing next Friday, a 12-man gauntlet match. Wow.
Is he in it? Does he get a chance?
Yeah.
Oh, well, they gave him a chance. That's all they
12-man gauntlet match.
Who are all the men going to be? Well, Jinder, Shanky. Who else is going to be in it?
Wow.
And then what's it supposed to get him?
The Intercontinental Championship match. There's going to be a new Intercontinental Championship. They're finally going to...
Damian Priest?
He's on Raw.
Shinsuke.
Yes.
Okay. There's Sheamus.
Sheamus!
Does he have his little buddy with him?
I don't know. I think he
haven't
just
seen him a couple
disappeared.
times.
Ridge Holland disappeared.
Where's old Ridgie?
Oh,
there
he's
he
pointing
is.
at somebody.
There's Ridge. He coming. He forgot how to come out, though. There he is.
There he comes.
He's slowly walking his way out there.
I feel like you could run into these guys back in like 1812. Dressed exactly the same.
Right? Ayla's like, what's your name, Sophie? And Vindicator says, Ayla asked Jordan to buy you some 6-inch stiletto heels for Christmas, and then you could make Dalitha feel like you did for all these years.
They'd bring him up to even.
Sophie's like, right? Basically. Sophie says, there has been pitches of how to get Sonya back in the ring. She was supposed to be part of the 2021 Rumble, but didn't for whatever reason. I think she was in court.
I think that was all about that stalker stuff.
Piccolo says my friend had posted he was more excited for Spider-Man than Christmas. Thoughts?
Not a chance.
You know, if you're a huge-ass fan of that crap, I guess then you could be. But personally, I don't really see that a dumbass movie would ever trump like a holiday that's
I'm trying
about
to think
your
if
family
there's
and
any
stuff
movie
like
that would be better than hanging out with family and stuff.
like being with family or friends even. I mean, you know, like Christmas is about hope and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So he's like, I'm going to tell you my name, Ayla. Vindicator's like, Ridge and Sheamus always put me in the mood to go to the pub. Hey, Travis, can you do an Irish accent?
No. I can't do any accent. I mean, I can
I
if
bet
somebody
Luke
else is.
can probably do an Irish accent
If
now.
somebody's
He's been there long
if
enough.
somebody's talking it, I can probably do it for a minute, but I can't even. I'd have to hear it for a second. I can't just freestyle my accents.
You can freestyle it. Why can't you freestyle? Oh, Lord. Poor Cesaro.
It's so funny. It's like I'm basically stereotyping. I'm like, me lucky charms. It's the only thing I can think of that
you actually heard from. I'm pretty sure.
they're trying to get a hold of my lucky charms.
James Howells in the chat. Hey, James says, yo. And Sophie says, so how are they going to add a match for day one if next week is being taped? I'm pretty sure that
they know what they're doing. They have everything planned out.
Yeah.
And then they'll just play it out after this. So we're going to hear a lot of these results, I'm assuming, over Reddit or whatever it's called. Is that
Twitter?
what it's called? No, there's that, but
Twitter.
It's a site.
Instagram?
I'm pretty sure it's called Reddit.
Is it Reddit? So I'm not sure if that's really what they would.
Yeah, they go on there and they make huge posts and they say every move that happened during the match.
Really? That's weird.
Like people, not just the big company.
Are you sure?
Go.
Stupid. Anyways, Sophie says that. Chris says, Chris Akane's in the chat. Hey, Chris. Says, I'm thinking either Bliss or Bayley will be final 2 in Rumble. Final 4 should be Bliss, Bayley, Xia Li, Shotzi. But I'm sure Crybaby Liv will be in the Rumble if she isn't in the title picture.
Yeah, we'll see how that all works out. I mean, obviously, I've got to wait till day 2 before I can make my predictions for the Rumble. Because I got to see who champions are. Pick Bobby Lashley and he wins the championship on day 1. I'll be out of luck. If Becky loses to Liv Morgan at day 1, that means they have to do something with Becky because she's a main eventer. And that just adds another match that they have to add to the shows. So it's like, why not just put the title on the champions so they only have 1 match instead of 2?
Right.
Because Becky's not missing a pay-per-view. That would be dumb.
That would be pretty dumb.
You could probably get away with Charlotte, even though I consider Charlotte still the head of the women's division. Just because of her personality. But you can't do a pay-per-view without Becky if you have her on your roster.
Right.
She's just too popular.
Yeah, whether that's liking or hating. Kind of the same as Charlotte. Too popular because they're liked or hated. Ayla says, just curious, your dog is cute. Alita says, he's there. Who's he and who is there?
Brock.
Sophie says, thanks, Ayla. Sophie says, so that is how they are going to do a 2-hour episode with it being taped by doing a 12-man gauntlet match.
That's perfect.
Which could last the entire show if they wanted to. Yeah, but that'll be about an hour. I mean, 45 minutes.
It'll be long. They're 5-man gauntlets are an hour.
Oh.
It could literally be the whole time.
That's true, I guess.
And by doing this, it's John Madden. I love John Madden. Anyways, by doing that, they could do it in an hour if they want to, and then put commercials in it. And stretch it the whole thing.
That's
they only
true.
have to do that match. They'll probably do a female match just for the whole
Throw some shit in there.
Woke movement.
Yeah, the woke crap. Chris says the only reason I'll watch Spider-Man is for Dr. Octopus. Alita's like Miracle on 34th Street. Vindicator says, yay, there was Travis's Irish accent. Too bad Luke was not around to grade it. I give it a B-. That's pretty good grading.
That's fit. I would probably fit in.
Sophie says at day 1 we already have 3 or 4 matches booked. They probably have ideas for the match card at this point. Chris Akane says, yeah, Reddit and 4chan and 2chan. There you go. Those are all the places. All the things.
Cesaro's ribs are hurt. Ridge Holland's going to 1-0 with Cesaro. Can Ridge Holland beat Cesaro?
So, did they just get hurt, or...?
Well, he was already hurt from last week with Sheamus. But now he's wrestling Ridge Holland, and then Sheamus hit him in the ribs with his stick.
Oh, so they made him go wrap him?
He was already wrapped.
Oh, was
from
he?
Last week.
Oh, I didn't notice the wrappings before we went to commercial break.
And then they hit him with a stick.
Chris says, or maybe Bayley goes to Raw and feuds with Becky for Mania.
That'd be fine. I'd be okay with that. Bayley's so stinking good at wrestling. I'm not a huge fan of hers, by the way. She's just so good at it.
But it it would be hard because Bayley right now was when she left, was kind of a bad guy.
Right.
So.
Becky's neutral. I don't feel like she's a bad or a good guy. I mean, obviously she's going overboard on the bad guy, but she could do that with anybody. Mm-hmm. She could be her personality against Charlotte, and it would work.
Well, that's true.
That's an old-fashioned backbreaker right there.
Old-fashioned. Not new-fashioned, old-fashioned.
A lot of people like old-fashions. Oh! Double palm right into the rib cage. Ridge Holland stretching him out.
Grody. Sicko face.
Oh, you're so good at that.
South Park weirdo.
Here's your cab fare.
Who wants a shake weight for Christmas? So if it's like with the Fatal 4-Way match, we could see them do Big E versus Seth at Rumble, Big E versus Owens or Lashley at the Saudi Arabia show.
Big
and
European
Big E
uppercut.
versus Lashley at Mania.
Ridge Holland. It's just like a little bulldog. That's what he reminds me of. And I don't think he's that little. He's just little to these guys. Mm-hmm. Bad for Pan Kings. Oh, big European uppercut. Woo! Holland hits him in those small ribs.
Oh, God. Careful, that's how he broke his leg before.
I think somebody landed on him.
I don't remember anybody landed on him, but maybe they did.
Oh, big European uppercut again. Ridge Holland, they're on the outside. Charles Robinson's at a 3 count. Now a 4. This is how slow he counts. Hey, he never made it to 5.
Didn't he do the first match of the night, too?
He could have. I haven't paid attention.
I think somebody mentioned him being the ref for the first one.
I forgot what the first match was. The women, huh?
Yeah.
They cycle these referees every other week. So he won't wrestle or work next week. But where it's recorded, oh, God. Ridge Holland beat him that quick. It's over.
That's insane. But it makes sense. He's already injured, so it wouldn't matter.
They better just beat him up together. Tag team him.
Better drink some water before you die.
I'll be fine.
Sophie says, I wonder if they planned on making the Fatal 4-Way match at day 1 to extend the Big E versus Rollins feud to the Rumble.
Yeah, possibly. I kind of wish they would just end it, but not the feud. I want that feud to keep going, but the Big E's title run, I don't want to see that anymore.
Sophie's like, is Bobby Lashley a heel or face? Now, Monday he was acting like a face.
Old Bobby Lashley. He's both, right? He had to give Gable, whatever his name, Gableson or Chad Gable?
Chad Gableson.
He had to give him props.
Gable Steveson.
Yeah, that guy.
Is his name.
He had to give him props, so he gave him the high five. And so it made him look like a babyface, but he's still an ass. He's a bad guy. Oh, yeah.
Did he find one of his hats or something and stole it?
Yeah, I think he took the Mad Hatter's hat. All right, here comes the glow. We're getting another female match.
I think so, because their hats weren't black. They were like straw
I don't know.
color.
I can't help you. He just had a hat on.
I know he did, but it was black.
And
like
it was
their
with
hats,
the Mad
but
Hatter just a few minutes before.
Chris says, does anyone else feel like it should have been Shotzi and Toni Storm as a tag team? They'd be awesome.
Yeah, but they're both going singles right now, but maybe eventually they'll put them together. But yeah, I think they should be on the same side for sure. But you can't put the Boss and Charlotte together. That's not going to work.
We have Luke in the chat. Hey, Luke.
There's Luke.
How's it going? He says, hi, all. Big announcement. We have baby Phoenix Foxes, 2 new calves, ducklings, and now I'm the skeptical yet proud owner of a pig. Plus all the normal woodland animals I know I'm dad of. How's your cow?
We had a conversation today about
Moo-moos?
pigs and how to cut them open and dissect them.
We did not talk about
not
that.
you.
Oh.
You weren't involved.
Oh.
It was me and Brett and Omar.
Oh, I'm like,
Omar.
we talked about pigs, but we didn't talk about pigs in that sense.
Omar killed a pig with his bare hands, with a knife, obviously, but still.
Was it a feral pig?
No, it was a real one, or whatever.
Like,
But they made a pin for it. They put it in there, and then it was time. It was a birthday. They did not a goat, but a sheep and a pig, and they had to kill them. I was like, I couldn't do it. He's like, dude, the goat wasn't, they're not goat, they're sheep. What was it so bad? We just kind of held it down and just slit its throat, and it sat there and tried to, but it couldn't. And then he's like, that was pretty sad. Put the pig. He's like, I can't get that screaming out of my head. It's like, I was like, the silence of the lambs. But anyways,
Right?
yeah, he took, and he's like, okay, you have to stab it in the heart. And so he's got this pig. They've got it. They finally catch it after a half hour of chasing it.
Was that
and they get it pinned. No, it was a hairy gray one, a hairy green one, gray one. I mean, and then stabbed it in the heart. And he's like, it just screamed. I was like, first of all, you shoot it. But his dad was in a cartel, so he's scared of guns. He doesn't like guns. His dad would just pick up guns and just start shooting in the house.
Yeah, that would give you some trauma. He needs to go to therapy.
He had a hole in his basement that went into Mexico. Because that's how they smuggled the drugs across. He just lived right about 20 minutes outside of Laredo, which is on the border.
Right? That's crazy. Happens all the time, though. Sophie says, maybe we will see Bobby feud with Gable Steveson for Gable's first WWE feud. They planted that seed for it. And Vindicator says, congrats, Papa Luke. And Pico says, oh, my Luke, that's pretty awesome. Ayla says, Papa Luke, ha ha. Ayla's like, speaking of sheep, I just had a guy come in and buy a $450 wheel of sheep cheese.
Yum.
Sheep cheese. It's probably delicious. I don't know.
I mean, if it lasted more than a week or whatever, or, I don't know how long cheese lasts, but if it lasts a while, it's worth it. I mean, any amount of money is worth it if it, you know what I mean?
Sophie says, when Lacey Evans come back after being a mom again, who knows who she is going to feud with and if they are going to make her a face or let her stay heel when she does come back. I kind of hope they kind of keep her same character because I like that character.
I love that bless your heart
I don't
heel.
want her to bring her family into it, though, and be, like, kind of nice. I think that kind of ruins it for her.
Yeah, she was way
She
better.
kind of needs to be a biatch.
But she could still be a good guy, just a bitch. Like, she could still be a babyface, just a bitch.
Yeah, I don't
want
her
oh,
to
bless
be...
your heart. Like, right now, she's going up against Charlotte. You know, and Charlotte's all blah, blah. Oh, bless your heart.
She plays that Southern Belle thing pretty good, and they're not always sweet. Sweet to Alita. She's kind of mean sometimes, but sweet in a way. Anyways, the Indicator says, Delitha, which would you eat more often between chocolate cake brownies or chip cookies?
Brownies.
Okay, so if they're the type of chocolate chip cookies I like, the recipe that I like, I would probably be more likely to eat those. More often.
Naomi's butt looks like an optical illusion. Oh, wait, no, it's that big.
But I don't because I don't like making cookies because they take too long. As Ayla corrects herself as speaking, and Medicare says cake for me for record because I enjoy that soft texture.
That's all she wants for Christmas is Sonya Deville one-on-one.
I don't know if you like milk or Vindicator or if you're like lactose intolerant, but if you like milk, the cake in a bowl with some milk is delicious. Sophie says a couple of the releases talent were scanned for WWE 2K22.
Can you imagine wearing a Santa suit this whole time, like with a beard on your face?
You know, if it wasn't hot, it'd probably be okay.
I'm pretty sure it's warm.
But if it was hot, you would stink. You would smell bad. People around you would be like, eating your salmon out of your pocket.
There's Sonya.
So
I feel like we need a Santa Claus. Bring me in a Santa. She wants her to get naked.
She wants her to get naked.
Holy crap.
She wants Sonya Deville naked. That's insane.
Sonya. Or Shayna. Yeah. She can't hit her. Oh, from behind in the knee.
Oh, damn it.
Distraction.
Damn it. She didn't get her Christmas list. I mean, her Christmas
It's that
wish
old distraction.
off her Christmas list.
The old let me take my vest off while my friend attacks you from behind trick.
I know, right? Who doesn't
So
pay attention to your
old.
rear view mirror?
We got an official match. That referee did it, too, the one in the front row.
Ooh.
All right, we got a match. Can Naomi
haircut in
beat
the front
Shayna
row.
Baszler?
Oh, it started already?
Yeah, they rang the bell.
Oh.
She's going to get out of this. She's going to have to dislocate that knee to get out of this.
There you go.
Oh, she's on top. 1, 2, and 3.
That's
She got
how
her.
you do it! Yeah! There you go, Naomi. That's how you do
Getting
it.
shit done.
You play her at her own game. Yeah! At her own game. That's how you do it.
Hey, 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 hey.
That's how you do it. Let's see. Sophie says chocolate chip cookies are my fave type of cookie, with Oreo cookies being my second fave brand of cookies. I don't really like
They're
Oreo
all-
cookies anymore. They taste weird
Ew.
because they're all made in Mexico now. When they used to be made in the States, they tasted
have to
different.
do with it?
They do. They taste different.
So my thing is I liked, when I used to eat that stuff, the Keebler chocolate chips or whatever, the ones that were in the red box.
The hard ones?
No, they were really soft. They were
Oh,
like
the
a soft serve.
chocolate one. Yeah, I don't like the pre-made. I don't like garbage like that. That's gross. I like homemade chocolate chip cookies. If
No,
we're going
they're not
chocolate
bad,
chip
and I
cookies.
like those ones if they're warm.
Right.
I mean, they're good cold too if they're soft,
Yeah.
but usually they're hard.
Vindicator says, yeah, me and Milk are on good terms.
Why
but
is
not
it so
eggnog.
dark? They're hiding in the dark. They're trying to make out in the closet. They're playing
They're
7
trying to
minutes
be
in heaven.
scared and hiding,
They're playing
and she's
7 in
ruining it for him.
It's like Happy Corbin, Happy Gilmore. Oh, you get texting. Oh my God, you're on the computer together.
She's not on the computer with me, though. She's on the computer with everybody else.
She's like,
She's on the same device. Or it's not like we're on different devices.
she's gonna accidentally send it on here.
I'm not asking anything bad, you weirdo. I was going to ask her something. I forgot what I was going to ask her. Oh,
I
yeah.
did that earlier with Kim about buying McKenna a guitar. Now she doesn't even want. She even told me she don't want one. How do you not want an electric guitar?
I don't know. It takes time away from what you want to do. Be bad, you know. Go
Playing
out,
Tears in Heaven.
go out in the world and kill people and whatnot. Vinegar's like, yeah, oh, I already read that. Luke says Bob, the cow's name I did not choose. I love Bob.
Old Bob.
Why don't they call him Robert? I mean, come on. Seriously, poor cow. I mean, is it a boy cow, though? Or is it a girl cow named Bob? Because if it's a girl cow named Bob, that's kind of
I
funny.
guess you just feed them beer.
Cows?
Yeah, if you give them beer to fatten them up, when you eat them, they're better.
I
That's
would
what they do
imagine
with the
they would
Colby
be.
cows in Japan.
I bet that's good. Mm-hmm.
Did
We
you
also-
know that 2 steaks that are about that big
Wagyu.
are about $400?
They're very expensive. And they have to be, they're probably about that thick.
I don't know.
Wagyu meat is very expensive.
It just
but
looks so gross because it's so marbled. I don't know if I could handle it.
It would totally be like eating butter that tasted like meat.
Oh, okay, that's fine then. I didn't-
That's exactly what it would be. No shit. That's if you go and ask for descriptions, that's exactly what description. It's like eating butter, but it
Look,
tastes
they
like
found
steak.
Saint Nick.
They did. They were happy to see.
Oh,
Ho, ho,
ho, ho.
Luke says we also have 2 animal rangers. Ireland's version of traveling wildcat animal control. Staying with us as Jade discovered a den of 4 panther cubs with no parents who we are taking care till they can go to a zoo or wildcat shelter. How on earth did she discover a den of panther cubs that don't have a mama? What happened to the mama? Did you guys kill it? Did you guys do it? Did you do it? Did you kill it? Did you kill it? Did you kill the panther?
I didn't even know they
Did
had
you kill their
animals
parent?
on that
Did you
little
kill the parent because it was trying to eat your sheep? Is that what you did? I bet you did, Luke. I bet you did. You probably killed it. Remember when he was talking about those wolves? And they were trying to eat his, like, animals? And they got all upset? They wanted to kill it? I bet that's what you did. You did. Just kidding. Anyway, Sophie says Naomi has been with the WWE for almost 10 years. Ayla says, I like all three, but all depends on how you cook it. From scratch, chocolate chip cookies and cake. Picola says, I think eggnog is overrated. I don't see what the hype is about. And Ayla's like, I hate eggnog. Ayla, I think you're saying chocolate chip cookies and cake because you're not talking about my brownies. See, if it was just my brownies, you would probably just want to eat those. Luke says, the cougar kittens are so cute. I want to keep them. Who wouldn't? Right? Like, who wouldn't? Because they're so fucking cute. Like, cougar kittens here are adorable. And they make these funny little meows. They're so cute. I would want to keep them, too. Vindicator says, I'm bored. But your Phoenix Foxes are yours. Because those are the Phoenix Foxes that Jade got you. Let's see. Vindicator says, I'm bored with Sonya channeling her inner 90s Stephanie McMahon. Either fight Naomi or go away. Sophie says, I don't like eggnog at all. Alita says, Naomi wins. Sophie says, I also like M&M's, Kit Kat bars, and Hershey Kisses. Sophie says, wow, we are getting Drew versus Madcap Moss at day one. I'm guessing we are getting Corbin versus Drew at the Rumble. Luke says, Bob is male. I want to call him Robert. Robbie says, yo, hey, Robbie, did you wake up from your nap? You sleeping? You out whoring around? Were you out whoring? Is that what you were doing? Vindicator's like, Robbie, you late, angry face. Sophie says, out of all three wrestling shows that you cover, which one was better this week? They're all fantastic!
So far, Raw. I'm not impressed with SmackDown yet, but Brock is there, so SmackDown's gonna take off here pretty soon. Robbie says, how's SmackDown tonight? There you go. There's your answer. It's about ready to take off, but it started out good. We had a quadro match with the women. Tag team. Dual tag team. Yeah, that thing. I thought it was a four-way for a second. Oh, well, I fell asleep, Vin, and Vindicator's like, bleh. And Sophie says, I didn't realize Robbie wasn't here. And Luke says, Panther, not cougar. We didn't kill it. She discovered it when she was wrangling Kawa. It's on our property line, but real close to our house. What's a Kawa? It's a cow. No, it's a COWA. That's not a cow. Maybe he pushed an extra letter. Is it a type of animal that we don't know about? It's supposed to be an S, but it's funny. And why the hell is she wrangling cows? Was she on foot? Was she riding a horse? Was she riding a Shetland pony? Non-dairy. Nog? Eggnog. They have an Albies? Is it at our Albies, though? There's no way to know. Do you want me to get you some? Yeah, that'd be fun. Okay. It's supposed to be gluten-free, so I can handle a little bit of sugar, I guess. Illa says, no, I'm talking my brownies. Gross, the only thing I mess up every time. Oh. Do you just get a box and just cook them? Those aren't bad. Ooh, so penitentiary. Is this the main event? It probably is the last match. Possibly, maybe. But we got New Day versus Usos. There, supposedly. Yeah, and, Paul Heyman and the little love triangle. Yeah, the love triangle happening. It's all about love and triangles. That's my... The thing, yeah. I thought. Paul all being all like, oh, I love you so much. Will he be with his ex? I love you so much, Roman. Look at my starry-eyed face. It has started. Who's going to win? All right, they're locking up Kofi Kingston in there with Jay. I'm going to guess the Usos are not going to win. No, because they're going to win at the pay-per-view. Just kidding. Why is like D whoring around? What do you take me for? A whore. Old whores. Nothing better than a whore. Sausage wallet. Nothing better than a whore. Sausage wallet.
Looks like, what the fuck, Delita? When did you become 20 million? Question Barbara Walters. LOL. It was cows. She was on her horse that was feeding fox babies. Don't the fox babies have a mom?
Barbara Walters.
Did you kill the mom? Is that what you guys did for its coat? You guys like making coats over there?
I like cougar coats.
It's a fox coat, but yeah.
Well, that'd be cool.
Silver fox coats are really pretty. Seeing some. Not the whole
Somebody
coat.
throw paint on it.
So is that kind of... I know doing pay-per-views on Saturdays are for the kids who don't have to worry about school the next day and the workers, but it is still going to be weird not having anything to watch on Sunday nights.
It'll be all right. There's going to be some guys.
Cool Bro Man 456 is in the chat.
Woo!
Hey, cool.
I like Cool Bro Man.
How's it going, man? You new? You should subscribe. You should
Hey,
give
thanks
us a
for hanging
thumbs
out
up.
with
You should
us.
talk in the chat more. Says WWE SmackDown. I like SmackDown.
Nothing wrong with SmackDown. It's been a pretty good show tonight, too. And we got Brock Lesnar in the building.
But we don't know if Roman Reigns
We're
is
still
there
waiting
yet.
on the Tribal Chief. And Paul Heyman has his title.
But his two little lackeys are there. They're having a match right now against the New Day people.
Right. They'll probably get beat up.
No.
You don't
That's
think?
ridiculous.
You don't think Brock will come down and beat both of them? It'd be pretty funny if he did.
He will.
You
Maybe.
think?
I don't know. Ayla says, I mean, I can make eclairs like a boss so good and big
Is that a
bagels,
cookie?
not brownies. Yes, box mix, but I make a chocolate ganache to put on top.
Yeah, Gadish.
Cool Bro says, good.
I like
yeah?
Gadish.
Good. Good. Good.
All right, Kofi's trying to get that tag. Look at that. He can't extend that arm all the way out. It must have a bicep injury. See it?
I thought it was because his elbow locked up. My bad.
That's what I mean, like a bicep type tear.
Makes total sense now.
He's got to tag in Xavier over there.
Oh, hurry, crawl to the corner.
There
oh,
it
God, he
is!
finally got it.
Xavier's coming in!
He's like,
Uh-oh, the referee didn't see it. Referee didn't see it.
you didn't see any tags. You're a tag monster.
Oh, shit. The Usos taking it to Kobe on the outside.
Oh.
That's Kofi, not Kobe.
Kofi out there with his Colby Jack cheese. Number ones.
Oh, commercial
Number
break.
twos.
That's when they poop.
Cool says, I am doing good. What about y'all?
Doing fantastic. It's
Great.
Friday.
It's Friday night. Don't have to do anything
Got
tomorrow.
what we got? Jake Paul
Starving to death.
fighting tomorrow night against Tyrone Woodley again.
Yes. Fighting again. Robbie says
Boxer.
D didn't care and still doesn't that I subbed to the channel. Ha ha. Yeah, Travis made you a stupid moderator. It looks like no one cares, not just Aleva. Cool says I subscribe. Yes.
Thank you.
I'm glad you subscribe. That's what we like.
That's some good shit.
Vindicator says if people don't get beat up, then calling their show SmackDown would be false advertisement.
Yeah, but people do get beat up because it's wrestling, huh?
Alita's like, thanks, cool. Exactly. Alita knows. She knows how to thank people. See? She's a good Southern girl.
She's on her game.
Cool says, I hear about that Jake Paul thing. You hear about it?
Well, it was supposed to be against Tyson Fury's little brother.
Tommy, but Tommy
Old
got
Tommy,
broken.
but Tommy got hit in the ribs by some maniac with bare fists.
Broke him.
Broke his ribs, then got an infection,
He got bone infection. He broke in.
and so he's out.
For a while, because that shit takes a long time to heal. That bone infection shit. You get bone infections?
It sounds like a sexually transmitted disease.
It does, right?
I got it in the bone.
Especially if you're doing old fashions.
In the bone.
Cool says Brock Lesnar. Are you a Brock Lesnar fan? You like Brock? He should fight Jake Paul. That would be hilarious.
Wouldn't it? In the octagon? That shit would be hilarious. I mean, fuck it. Do it in the
I
ring.
want to see him do it.
Might as well do it with gloves on, too.
Smack!
With Brock's
Poor
arms.
kid. Robbie says D glued to this match. D caved in loving the New Day match. I did. You know, it's funny. I'm really glued to it right now. Oh, wait. It's a commercial. These are my favorite parts of these kind of matches. Vindicator says, Dalitha and Travis and Ayla, are all you guys working the chat on Christmas Eve? That's next Friday, you know.
Probably.
Oh, God.
I don't know. I don't know. That's a good one. We'll find out.
Ayla's like,
Wednesday.
no, probably not. It's Jordan's great-great-grand's 98th birthday. She ain't gonna stay up past 6 o'clock. She's gonna have a party at like 3 p.m. And then she's gonna go to bed promptly at 5.
They work there. Well, maybe not on Christmas Eve, but they usually work pretty late on Fridays, like 6 o'clock.
I know. I'm not talking about her working. I don't give a shit what they do that way. Cool says, don't you remember where Jake Paul's brother was at WWE and got stunned?
Yeah.
Totally. I was like, that Jake Paul fight looks hella stinky.
Yeah, it is. And it'll have something to do with Snoop Dogg. And there's nobody I don't like more than Snoop Dogg, except for maybe Daniel Bryan. But
he's kind of like up there.
But Snoop Dogg's definitely in my top
hate list. You just made the list of hate. It's a very short list. Cool says, LOL, F5 to Jake Paul, LOL.
Get her done.
Vindicator says, birthday and Christmas on back-to-back days is so lucky. Twice the presents. You know, Vindicator, that's never how it happens.
I don't know if it is. They'd probably just buy you one expensive one saying, that's for both.
That's your birthday and your
That's why I never liked my birthday. My birthday's in January. And it's like, oh, well, here, this is for both.
I got lucky enough. Mine was a month later, so. My parents never did that. But I was like, LOD, your sarcasm has no bounds. Haha. Yeah, it don't. You like it, too.
All right, Woods up
Keep
top.
coming back for more. You, like, woke up just so you could hear it.
Drops down, drops a leg. Hurts his back, though.
He's like, ew, my back.
1, 2, and...
Ew, he totally liked it. Cool. It's like,
Woods likes it on his ass like that, you know?
It was like she had 17 brothers and sisters, so no, I doubt she got gifts. We work till 12 on the 25th. On the 24th, so I don't work.
There you go.
I'm guessing you meant Christmas Eve, right? That you guys
17 brothers and sisters.
So you guys are only open until noon on Friday.
Oh, shit.
This next Friday?
Botched that a little bit. Kofi's all the way up top, though. Kofi can get business done. He misses.
Him. What happened?
Jimmy Uso.
He tried to get him, but he broke it.
He was going for that SOS.
He's like, ew.
There's this big old kick.
Oh.
He just ran into a thrust kick.
He got kicked in the
1, 2, and 3. No, Kofi kicks out.
Kofi's like, I was a champion. I can kick out of this. I'm a singles wrestler champion. It was like, she's almost 100, so when she was a kid, they were super poor.
Yeah, everybody was.
Oh, yeah?
In the 30s.
Do you tell her that often? Do you like, super poor? You were like totally super poor when you were little, weren't you? Or does she tell everybody that when I was super poor?
When I was a youngin'.
When I was young, I was
1,
super poor.
2, and 3. Kofi Kingston just
Our
won the
toys were rocks in the dirt.
We didn't have toys. I didn't even make them.
And of course, who lost?
Usos.
The Usos lost. Why?
To Trouble in Paradise.
Because they always lose. Cool says New Day rocks, New Day rocks, New Day rocks, New Day rocks.
The Bloodline are number 2 pile of poop.
I do not agree with the New Day rocking. I think they're weird and I don't like them. Right, it's like, how many times...
Here we go. This one is going to be your tribal chief.
Maybe it isn't. Maybe it's Brock. Maybe he... maybe he left and came back. He got out on the other side.
He's giving him stank eye. He's a needle mover. Let's go out to my ring.
Of course.
He's like, I want to air out our dirty laundry in front of millions. Look at Paul Heyman's face. He reminds me of like an old cartoon character. He's an old man. What? No, it's the Muppet that the guy uses that does the comedy.
Oh, Walter?
It's Walter. That's what he looks like.
Not Walter in our chat. Not Walter. Different Walter.
Right. He's a doll.
Let's see. Chris says Sami Zayn and KO final 2 in Rumble since they are staying with WWE unless Sami goes to AEW. Sami's not going to AEW. No way. No fucking way.
Yeah, he's the most famous comedian in the Middle East. They love him there.
Because of his...
Because the terrorist...
His terrorist puppet?
They're like, don't you consider him racist? They're like, oh, hell no. That shit's funny. Fluffy was doing a comedy show there. And they're like, you're the second most popular comedian here.
He's like, who's the first one? He's like, Jeff Dunham.
They're like, Jeff Dunham.
He doesn't need to puppets.
You think he's like inappropriate racist? They're like, hell no! I kill you!
I kill you! Infidel! I kill you! Robbie says, "Do your boys the New Day gay one?" Oh, honey, that's all yours, my friend. All yours.
Can New Day beat them back-to-back times, though? And that's going to be the question that we're going to get answered on day one.
Ooh, Chris says Usos embarrass the family yet again.
Again, right?
Robbie's like, "Hello, haha, D, your southern accent cracks me up." I'm pretty sure that Alita probably hates it.
Can they do a day one next year? Yes, because it'll be on a Sunday. But can they do it in 2 years when it's on a Monday or Tuesday? Would they do that? Would they put it on a New Year's show? I mean, because nobody's going to be at work.
Right. I don't know, maybe.
That'd be kind of cool. If like a Wednesday afternoon or, night. Day one. It'd be cool if they kept it going. I'm okay with it. Because it's always a holiday.
Cool says, "True, they do gyrate, LOL." Right? Ela's like, "That's what I mean. Ew, you're so poor." She tells us stories. Of course she tells you stories. She has to, because that's what they do.
Everybody sit around and listen to Grandma.
Like back in the day. Alita's like, "In age," and Cool says, "Like do dances."
That's when the planet did this weird tilt thing because they walked to school uphill and then home uphill.
It was crazy.
This is a different world.
And snowing all the time. It never not snowed.
47 inches that first day.
Cool's like do dances. And Pico's like, "I don't think they ride share, D." I didn't say they ride share. I said that it was Brock, he left, and then he came back. It would have been funnier. If it would have been Brock Lesnar again. McDonald's food. So. He's like, "Oh, hey, Paul. Advocating some more, huh?"
Let's go out to my ring. We still got almost 20 minutes. Well, I guess it ends a little bit early. So.
Luke says Sami Zayn has officially re-signed with WWE. It was confirmed he re-signed the same day KO won. Right. Well, as of earlier today, though, Luke, unless they changed that within the last 5 hours or so, the WWE hadn't confirmed that.
But we did know that he did. The rumor was that he had.
The rumor was that he had re-signed. But they hadn't confirmed it through WWE. So unless that changed within the last few hours or something. But that was earlier today. So, I mean, yeah. So he signed with them. And it's like, yeah. He didn't
Next Friday, they're doing the Women's Championship match. So then maybe they are going to keep it off of day one.
So that's your other match they're going to have besides the Rumble.
Are they going to have Santa in the front row next week? Or are they going to make his ass move? Because that would suck to lose that seat. On the aisle right there, the 5. Like you can't be here because it'll look too obvious. For back-to-back weeks. Because it's going to be the same crowd. Maybe they can't just move him unless he changes his clothes. He could just change his clothes.
That's true.
They're like, here, have a Roman Reigns shirt. All right, here comes the tribal chief. Your tribal chief. The head of the table.
Robbie says, "Yo, D, you're the one singing New Day Rocks." That wasn't me. That was Cool Bro Man, Robbie, in our chat. Hence me saying their chat isn't me singing it. It would be like me saying what you're saying, but I'd be talking about myself in the third person. That would be weird.
Needle mover.
Ayla says, "What time is your show? Friday, 6? I could try and come. We'll see what's going on."
6
come
o'clock.
hang out on Christmas Eve night with us? You ain't gonna do anything else at 6 o'clock?
I'll sit over there in a chair.
Oh, you can't not be on camera.
I could twiddle my thumb.
We could just sit her right here. She's small enough.
Get her a stool.
Just sit her right here on the chair stuff.
Sure,
as Ayla says, where would I see it?
There's plenty of room.
Cool.
We sit Brandon in here. There's plenty of wide space.
Yeah, and we can move the chairs apart, so... Cool, Robbie says, "What BS is Roman going to chat now?" He's going to tell you about what you need to do with your life, Robbie. You better pay attention and take notes.
He's going to come out and he's going to air his dirty laundry. He's got a man in there that is two-timing him.
Oh, totally two-timing him.
At least,
Luke says, according to WWE Twitter, it's official. Well, there you go. So
done.
Now they finally made it official. Yeah, it wasn't necessarily official hours ago today.
But it's all good. It doesn't matter. It's done.
But he had re-signed with them.
Do we know if it's a 2-year, 3-year, 5-year?
Do they know?
Because they usually go 5-year, but is it a 3-year? Because that's what Kevin said was 3.
Do they know the stipulations of said contract? Vindicator says, sit on the other side of Travis so you can bookend with Delita. Alita says, the head of the table.
Can you imagine those two sitting me in the middle? Because they're going to want to talk the whole time about cooking. I'd just be like, I can't hear what's going on. I'd have to put both ears in.
So weird. Vindicator says, but right now, Ayla, are you keeping one eye on the chat and one eye on the movie, TV show, the kids, or all of the above? Ayla's like, I don't have plans, just a dinner probably. And Ayla says, I do need a wide space for my wide load. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
And here I was like, this tiny space that's right here, she's small, she could fit here.
I said we fit Brandon
and
in here.
And she's like, my
well,
wide
I
load.
said it's plenty of room because we can fit Brandon in here.
It looks like no, George's playing Halo with Ozzy. Indigo is watching a show on an iPad. Ha ha. Ghoul says, what is your predictions on the pay-per-view day 1? I don't know, but we'll talk about that closer to day 1.
Yes.
When we know more of what every single match may or may not be.
Yeah, I want to get through next Friday to kind of get everything. But I have an idea. I just want to know who the RK Bro is going to be wrestling. And I want to know who Damian Priest is going to be wrestling.
Yes.
Because it looks like whoever wins next week's 12-man gauntlet match is going to be wrestling Shinsuke Nakamura at day 1, so that'll get that taken care of. And so we're just kind of waiting on the Raw side. But
He's
Raw
gonna
has
talk
weeks.
after his 5-minute entrance. Robbie says, LOL, ALS. You defo need that. And Luke says, WWE Twitter didn't mention numbers, but everything I have seen and heard is saying 3-year.
So if they do what could possibly happen here is exactly what I said they would do the second they were together.
So they're going to attack
all
Paul,
3 of them beat up Paul Heyman.
And then Brock will come out and
Brock
save his
comes
bum.
down and save it. If they decide to do that. I hope they don't.
I kind of don't want him to be
Because
back with Brock.
I don't want him to be that. Well, I want him to be back with Brock, but I don't want him to do it that way.
Right. Anyways, so Luke said a 3. They're saying a 3-year.
Oh, is he sick?
Maybe.
Sound like me. Acknowledge the tribal chief.
He's like, I have to do some below.
The head of the table. Look at Paul Heyman. He's just too smug for this not to turn on him.
Right.
Because he doesn't usually act like that.
Right.
See him?
Alita says she knows what all are doing. Yes, she does. It looks like, right, Ravi, you wouldn't know what that's like with your short baby body. Ravi was like, D, how long is the pay-per-view? It's at least 10 hours.
A pay-per-view is 3 to 4, depending on how they want to go do it.
It's like 10.
But are we talking about...
I'm talking about
wrestling?
the day 1 pay-per-view, I'm sure.
I'm sure it'll start at like 8 o'clock and go till 11.
It's 10 hours. 10 hours. 10.
With a pre-show.
10 hours. Vindicator says, shout out to Joe to Best Wrestling. Sponsored by Joe to Best Water. Yeah. Shout out to that Joe to Best Wrestling over there. Cool says, imagine who might return at day 1. Who?
I don't like when my cousins lose. He got the red Jordans on. I think they're Jordans.
I'm sure they are. Lieutenant Martha's in the chat, though. Hey, Lieutenant Martha says, I forgot that they are in my hometown again. Yeah, why weren't you here earlier? What's wrong with you?
Quit losing. Can you imagine if all 3 of them lose their titles on day 1?
God, that'd be weird, right? What the hell's wrong with his haircut? He's like, I really need a really weird haircut. Can you, bowl cut it on the top but leave that party in the back for me?
Is that Roman?
No. I'm talking about what's his face.
Jay?
You just talked to.
Jay, yeah. You're not my blood.
Boo.
Paul, you can't be disrespecting.
Yeah. It was like, kidding, Robbie, always kidding.
Look at his eyes. Why wouldn't you trust me, my tribal chief? I was getting beat up by Sammy Canadian. He's an alpha male. And another alpha male.
I didn't ask him to save me.
Right?
I was just getting beat up. Somebody came out and beat him up.
He said I didn't see anything. I just know what happens around here.
Oh,
he doesn't watch.
Shady.
He doesn't watch wrestling. He's not a wrestling fan.
They're going to show him the pre-show, the highlights. Just kidding.
Roman
Indicator's
fears.
like, sometimes,
Lesnar.
Travis, I think you move the needle more than Roman.
I probably do.
It was like, I thought it was 12. It's Christmas Eve, 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. Because, like, it says it in the name equals 24 hours.
Yeah, so you're going to be working all day.
It was like, I'm fine with 12, but not 24. Jeez. I was like, oh, Ayla short people have feelings too, you know, ha ha. You know what's funny about that, Ravi, is Ayla's short and she doesn't have feelings.
Reigns fears Lesnar. That's the signs in the crowd right now. The
And
tribal chump.
Yeah.
Come
I
on,
saw that
Reigns.
earlier.
Oh, you damn right he screwed up. He didn't do anything.
Even get him a chance to talk.
Although he did come out. He didn't need to come out at all. He could have just
Right.
stayed in the back, mind his own business. Are you an advocate? Special counsel, my tribal chief.
I'm a special counsel. Why wouldn't I be? It was like, I would know, Robbie. I'm 6 foot. I wouldn't know. The indicator says, on the 12 days of Christmas, my true love gave to me. Ugh, that song can be so annoying.
The beer one?
Am a Grinch.
A beer.
A beer.
I haven't heard that one for years. I need to listen to that, and Grandma got ran over by a reindeer. Maybe I'll do that after I get off the air.
Yes. Robbie says 10 hours D. I don't have that one. Well, neither do I. I don't want to do it.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me
A beer.
a beer.
Alita says no talking while Roman's talking.
I know, that's what I feel like. I probably shouldn't be talking right now. It's disrespectful to the tribal chief.
Blah, 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 blah. It looks like
Look at
356 pounds of beef. That's why.
what he should do here, if they're gonna do it, if they're really gonna split him, he needs to turn around and go, "I'm an, advocate," and then Brock comes down. If they're gonna see his eyes,
Brock.
See
Lesnar.
his eyes. He's starting to get angry. His eyes.
Acknowledge me with the truth.
See his eyes. See how he's turning evil here.
Yeah, a little more angry. Protecting him?
Now that's scared again. Oh, now he's evil again.
He's like protecting him? That's funny. It was like, true, I'm actually 5'4" and I have zero emotions except hate. It's a good one to have. It can be spread equally amongst everybody. It's lovely.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe how polarized it. I'm like, dude.
Who does he stay with? I don't know. Oh my god, he's gonna break up with him. He's gonna go back to his ex.
Here, he's getting up in his face. Now, see, there's the evilness again. Okay, now he's doing the my tribal chief stuff. I'm protecting you from Brock Lesnar. Hell yeah! Get it done!
I was wondering
Get
if he
it
was gonna
done!
pull it that way.
Help me!
Help me!
Yeah, he's about to say it.
From Brock Lesnar.
Woo! There's that crowd. Look at his face. Oh,
You
shit.
know it's true.
4 minutes. Come on.
He wanted truth.
Look at his face.
He wanted truth, right? He got
Oh,
the
he's going to be
truth.
pissed. He's disrespecting you, man.
You should totally beat him. You should put him in the corner.
The thug's in the background. Ah. Oh, he's hugging him. Now he's got to give him the kiss of death. So he could be the I love you, Wes, man. He's done.
40 years, huh?
Oh, that's it?
Oh, good. All right.
That's okay. I thought they were going to execute him. Oh, they just did. Yeah, I think he just nodded at him. There it is. Superman punch. Paul Heyman's down.
Oh.
This is it. This is the breakup. I predicted this would fucking like what? How long has it been since they started this?
Whenever he came back and became the tribal chief, and Paul Heyman was with him.
I was like, how are they gonna split it up? Well, they're all gonna jump him, and then Brock's gonna come down and save him. Brock is there. He's coming out.
Right. You gonna beat him with a steel chair?
He's gonna beat him with a steel chair.
Is it really an absolute betrayal, though? Because if he's protecting you from somebody, is that betrayal?
Oh, they're gonna get him with a concerto on Paul Heyman.
Oh.
Paul Heyman's gonna be concertoed. This almost ended Edge's career. Oh, what the fuck? Brock Lesnar's coming down.
The Beast Incarnate.
He's in his fucking cowboy pants. Or his
overalls. He's in his overalls.
Woo!
He has a checkered flannel shirt on with no sleeves.
Shit's getting real.
God. Back in Saskatchewan.
And nobody's sitting down.
That's probably what Luke's going to dress like from now on. He said he's gonna
go get him, boys. Oh,
Boof.
You might not want to go get him.
Kapow. Kapow.
F5. Right there. Right on the concrete.
Ouch.
Woo! Oh,
he got
super
kicked.
kick. I took him down a little bit. Not all the way down. He got super kicked into an F5.
He's like, I hunt in Saskatchewan.
Right.
Hopefully Luke is watching this and taking notes on what he's supposed to be wearing from now on his farm.
I love that he's got his collar up.
Look, where are you? You better be watching Brock Lesnar, because you better be wearing this, and you better be getting the whole outfit and taking a picture. And sending it on a Christmas
Lesnar's getting
card.
hit with a chair. Oh, right up into an F5. He still caught that chair.
Like, you better let go, buddy.
And rope it down. Keep hitting me with the chair, homie. Woo! Roman is getting really thin, isn't he? I think he's been shredding up a little bit.
Yeah,
Either that or he's losing his muscle.
I don't know. Hopefully he's not sick again.
No. It would be for a movie part if he's doing it.
Roman in Chicago got his ass beat by Brock Lesnar.
Another F5. He's decimating the whole entire table, the whole entire crew, bloodline. He's looking like a samurai with his hair.
That's
Woo!
funny. Too funny. That's hilarious.
This table's just a little too close. It's all up in my penis.
That's probably not something you want to be telling everybody out there in the world, but that's great information, TMI, for all you out there. Anyways, Alita's like, choose your words wisely from the beginning of that. And Robbie says, LOD, I can tell Ayla has no feelings, especially not for other people too, haha. Ayla says, I want to watch those old cartoons like Heat Miser and Lester, the long-eared Christmas donkey. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Yes. I actually do know which ones you're talking about. Robbie says, D, that's uncanny, your impression of Paul. And Ayla says, just you. Honestly, Robbie, I hate you. Ayla's like, because of your UK-ness. Wise like, Ayla, thank you for the compliment, haha. And Ayla's like, no problem, bud. Hope all is Randy, baby. Did I do it right? And Vindicator's like, Brock only packs his best farm clothes for the occasion. Robbie says, LOL, Ayla, yeah, 10 out of 10 for effort. Ayla says, yeah. Cool says, F5 to Roman. Vindicator says, well, you guys have a good weekend. See you on Monday. Adios. Bye, Vin. Have a great weekend. Be safe out there and make good choices. Ayla says, night, Vin. Luke says, I fucking love this Canadian X Hillbilly crossover Brock with the overalls. LOL.
Yeah, totally different character change.
Cool says, I am jumping. Looks like I actually wear flannels and overalls, but not at the same time. You need to wear them at the same fucking time, Luke. The same time. And then take a picture.
And then prop that collar.
And send it to me on Instagram.
And prop that collar.
Yeah, pop the collar up too. Robbie's like, Brock rolling tonight. Cool's like, wow. Looks like I'm big and jacked enough for it. Rolling on the floor. Exactly. So you need to do it because it would be funny. Alita's like, D is enjoying this way too much. Robbie says, LOL, Travis. And Vindicator says, night, Ayla, Luke, Robbie, Alita, Sophie, Sammy, Danny, Jacob, Kevin, Arthur, whoever else I missed. Nice. Alita says goodnight. Luna says goodnight. Ayla says goodnight. Gothlish says bye. Ravi says Vindicator night. And on that note, we're going to say bye too. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us tonight on SmackDown. Of course, it was very exciting because Brock Lesnar was there and it was hilarious. And all the good things that Brock does makes it more exciting, right?
Yes.
All right. Thanks again, everybody, for hanging with us. Have a great weekend. Be safe out there. If we don't see you next week, and you're out Christmas doing stuff, Merry Christmas. But we'll be back on Monday for Raw.
We appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab, and we'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.
Bye.